could.
You ain't beating me, boy.
Wo geht's denn jetzt lang? Hier lang. Okay.
Times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
Man, you shoot. Gotta give him that.
Ich weiß nicht, ob das eine gute Idee war. Alles ausgeraubt mal wieder. Aber ein Geheimnis am Start, ey. Das ist schon mal gut. So, wir gehen mal oben lang.
I
Wir
kept
könnten
hoping
noch
the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
die Pinkertons. Gio, Tev, Tim, Elijah, Kid, Butch, Cassidy und Sundance Kid. The Wild Bunch.
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the Wild Bunch all by my lonesome. As usual.
Gut, alle wieder weg.
Who the hell is that? He's out of his mind! Just die for this, you hear me? Take cover! Retreat! Retreat! He's killing everybody!
Kann ich hier nochmal rein?
He'll kill us all! Run!
Nur wegen Geheimnis oder so? Nö. Was bist du denn für ein Kasperkopf?
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers were left, and I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail.
Die Gatling hilft uns natürlich wieder. Und das heißt, es gibt auch wieder ein neues Level für uns. Die gute Gatling läuft schon wieder heiß hier. Aber wir machen sie einfach fertig.
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry. And maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Das war aber ein Double Kill hier, ey. Und das ganze Geld, was hier rumliegt.
On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Zack. Und ein Level ist bei uns ja auch noch am Start. Todeszug zuerst. Highstreet behauptet, dass seine erbitterten Feuerfolgen von Bob Bryant, dem Anführer der Wild Bunch, zwangen, sich nach Südamerika abzusetzen. Ein grünes Wahlenkreuz mit einer neutralen und befreundeten Person. Warum solltest du sie töten? Fragezeichen, Ausrufezeichen. Hm? Vielleicht haben sie mich angepisst. Hm? Oder sie sind Ausländer. Hm? Ja, gibt genug Gründe. Natürlich nur ein kleiner Spaß am Rande. So, was haben wir denn hier eigentlich? Silberschrotflinte. Verzierte, abgesägte. Was wäre das hier? Goldenes Gewehr. Ui. Grenadier oder Kopfgeldjäger. Mehr Konzentration für Kopfschüsse. Das klingt schon mal gut.
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
So, machen wir mal. Schön gucken hier. Oh, der Mond.
That Kid Curry's kinda crazy, ain't he? Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado.
Boom.
Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down. Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Finde Hinweise, worauf sich die restliche Bande versteckt. Hinweise. Suchen. Hinweise? Ne, Geheimnisse. Geheimnisse sind auch mal gut. Ach, hier muss ich nach Hinweisen suchen, oder was? Da haben wir doch schon einen Hinweis. Au!
And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific.
Das werden wir natürlich verhindern. Hoffentlich.
The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
Am nächsten Morgen in der Nähe von Parachute. Halt die Bande davon ab, die Brücke
Kid
zu
Curry was
sprengen.
considered the wildest of the Wild Bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5. Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was going to rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me.
Fat Sally?
The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow us up now. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Ah, da unten sind die zwei.
What the hell?
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
So stelle ich mir das doch vor, ja. Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, 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 the try was there. Ja, ich bin Cyrus Graves, einer der besten Bounty Hunter im Wilden Westen. Ich schieß mich da auch daneben. Oh, jetzt kriege ich durch die Kopfschüsse schnellere Konzentration. Das ist echt nice, weil ich ja eigentlich... Ah ja, ist gepanzert, ey.
So, what happened then?
I had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
Okay. Gut, gut, gut.
So that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually, there was a fourth charge impeding my progress.
Oh, ist er wieder. Neues Level. Tipps zu Gegnern hinter dir. Entdecke sogar Feinde außerhalb deines Sichtfelds während der Konzentration. Zeigen Markierungen im Bildschirm auf nahe Feinde, die du normalerweise nicht sehen könntest. Oder Grenadier. Ne, wir machen erstmal das hier. Ja, und schärfen erstmal wieder ein bisschen.
Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Aber ich habe noch mal über die Kugel rübergesprungen, wa? Wie hat er das überlebt? Lebt doch nicht mit meiner mit meinem Elfenbeinrevolver
So
an.
I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work. I needed an alternate path forward.
Wo ist denn der alternative Part? Da oben, wa? Das habe ich mir schon fast gedacht. Oder auch nicht. Nein!
Of course, I had to tread carefully. Otherwise, I could, well, die.
So. Ah, hier rüber.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long, burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it.
Wie soll ich das denn jetzt machen?
The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer.
Na, was falle ich denn
I
runter, ey?
understand how badly my adventure might have ended had I not been as careful as hell.
Get off the bridge!
I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment. Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion. But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass, as I was not a young man anymore.
Was? Ich bin kein junger Mann mehr? Da haben wir die Lund da aber auch noch gerade so gecatcht, wa? Jetzt hier lang, oder? Ah.
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
These Tracer and Kid Curry asked me! Nuttier than a damn fruitcake! This asshole deserves to die!
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Was? Kid Curry? The motherfucker. Huch, wo ist er hin? Gut, ich kann es mit Dynamit zwar zerstören, ne? Aber erstmal muss ich eigentlich diese Bastarde loswerden, wovon ich keinen einzigen richtig getroffen habe. Ja.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Wo sind seine Kumpels? Ah, da oben! Hat er was überlebt? Wie Ratte das denn, ey? Wie? Ich habe hier keine Dings mehr.
You're gonna bleed. Gonna cut you a new spine. Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down. And that's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
Oh ja, jetzt ist hier wieder mal. Jetzt ist hier. Oh, er hat nur ein Auge, der Gute. Oh, wenn ihm das nicht mal... Ich komme nicht mit einer Hand richtig hin, oder?
As fast as he was, I was just a bit faster.
Oh yeah, I was.
And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Am Arsch, er wollte mich treffen, aber... Da gibt's einen Header.
Those were his last words.
Da gibt's einen Header und das Blut, das hat richtig gespritzt. Erfolg! Ehrenhaft getötet. Ich habe noch nie einen unehrenhaft getötet. Im Duell. Da gibt's ja auch die Möglichkeit, habe ich ja gelesen. Aber...
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kind of glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James!
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Ah, nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Jetzt da haben wir beide. Der Tod reitet einen stählernen Hengst. Nach Silas Wirten raubte ein weiterer Mörder seine Brüder mit Jesse James Züge aus. Ah, mit Jesse James, also. Ja, da gibt's kennen wir nix.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way.
Ich habe jetzt übrigens einen Ranger.
I'd have to
Den will
find
ich
my
aber
way
nicht.
forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
Ich will keinen Ranger. Ich will, wenn das schon meinen schönen 6 Schüsse haben.